Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Dark Rocky on here. We are not playing Warframe tonight. I mean, I might a little bit later. We'll see how the night's going. But I'm doing some stuff. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. We are doing some world building and campaign building for some D&D Beyond. Hello, Fluffy. It's wonderful to see you. Um, Thanks for stopping by. It's like as soon as I went live, you just popped right in. You must have that bell active. I appreciate it. All right. So, one of the things that we got tonight is to work through kind of like, at least with D&D Beyond. I'm very new to D&D Beyond, but that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm kind of building my campaign in here because I've got some buddies who really that we play pretty regularly now, and I'm building my campaign because I want to kind of DM their a game for them. So one of my friends is a kind of a forever DM, and he doesn't get the chance to actually be a character, be a player very often. So I want to be able to provide that for him. Anyway, before I get too much into that, let's kind of just cover the basics. All right. So as I mentioned, today we're covering some D&D stuff, not the normal shtick. But if you look down in the description below, as usual, we are there are links down to the Trevor Project. So the Trevor Project is a the Trevor Project is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to helping youth in crisis in the LGBTQIA plus community. So if you or someone you know are considering suicide and you're part of that community, there are links below. There are two links. One is to reach out for the resources, and one is to be able to donate if you should so choose. Find someone to talk to. I'm always here to listen. Hop in my chat. I don't care what it is. Shoot me a message, an email, because my email is listed in the YouTube as well. So I don't mind staying up till 3 in the morning talking to somebody if it means that they get the help they need. So even one life is too many. All right, moving on. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's come back over to this.
Hi, I'm here too.
Yes. Dauntless is with me in the Discord as usual. She's amazing, by the way. Um, so she's actually going to be one of my players for the campaign. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming the campaign for the play or whatnot. I might. It really kind of depends on what everybody says, what the rest of my players are gonna say. If they're not comfortable being on stream, that's entirely their prerogative, and if that's the case, I will respect that. So, let's see. Of course, as part of the opening shtick, of course, a horse, of course. Anyway, wow, I am just a little scatterbrained tonight. But if you like what you see, if you enjoy my content, make sure you hit that like button. If you really want to see more, I try to stream every Wednesday night and Sunday night. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified when I go live. I try to put some videos out there. I haven't really had a whole lot of time. Hello, Kevin, from your workplace. Make sure you're doing work and not just watching my stream. It's not going to be a big active stream tonight. I'm not doing a whole lot of gameplay. I'm not playing Warframe tonight, like I mentioned. I might a little bit later. It really depends on how I'm doing. But so let me bring you into the world of D&D if you're not familiar with the process. It is a tabletop RPG, pencil and paper with dice, rolling, fantasy adventures, characters, monsters, all kinds of things, right? Sounds like a really, really boring night, Kevin. So let's see. If you're unfamiliar with D&D, like I said, pencil, paper, tabletop, role play game is what a TTRPG, right? Let's see. All right. So it's a lot of interesting stuff out there, and I've had this world built for years, right? In my head, I've got multiple continents, nations, religious states, and political affiliations, and wars, and monsters, and all of the things, right? But I've never actually put it on paper for people to watch.
Hey, there you go.
I will definitely look at that in just a moment. So, like I mentioned earlier, I'm planning on being a DM for some of my friends. Like, I know two or three of my friends are pretty regular full time DMs. Not full time as in like that's their job or anything. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I got some heartburn and like the burps. Either way, but they DM when we do play. They DM most of the time. He's kind of like our forever DM, and he doesn't get the chance to be a player very often. So I want him to be a player in my world, so I can kind of take the helm for a little while on like once or twice a month. That way, he can actually enjoy playing the game, not just running the game. Because DM burnout is a thing. No, life doesn't feel real. All right. Anyway, let's see what else do we got. Is my stream still live?
Double check. Yeah.
Okay, it's just lagging on my side. So, Quackings! Hello, my buddy.
Quack.
Quack. All right, all the people tonight. I'm really appreciating this. This is awesome. Feeling the love. So, the world that I'm building is called Leonin. And I'm kind of I have a few like names and stuff in mind. I've done the things, um, but I've never really put it, like I said, to paper. So if y'all want to help me build some names for continents and nations and cities and lords and all of the things, right? I am totally down for that. So I'm wanting. So I've got the Lances of Evernight. This is going to be a very northern continent. So let me just kind of break this out here. All right, Lands of Evernight. This is going to be very northern continent. All the sun never fully rises based on its location in the world. Think of the Knights of Midnight Sun. It's so the Knights of Midnight Sun. It's a term used to describe an area in Russia and the northern hemisphere, or southern hemisphere for that matter, where during the time of year, like during winter, where the sun never actually rises above the horizon. Or no, that's during the summer. That's during the summer. It never falls below the horizon. And the opposite is true during the winter. So the sun never fully rises. It stays dark for year round, or for the entire season. But in this case, it's going to be like that all year round. Sun never fully rises. At most, a false sunrise. Twi- uh, uh, at most, a twilight type light. I want to have a volcanic. Think volcanic archipelago. Think Hawaii, right? But like extremely hot and chaotic land of obsidian and rock and flame.
Mount
Uh,
Honahakalu.
okay, say that again?
Mount Honahakalu.
No. Have a great night, Quackings. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out, man. I'm down for it. So,
Night quack.
oh, no worries, Fluffy. It happens. I get it. I still didn't actually take the time to go fix mine anyway. All right, I appreciate you. Let's see. So, what is this continent going to be called? Like, there's the obvious of the Demon Continent, or the Continent of Fire. Like, I want something that's going to be awe-inspiring, but like fear-inspiring as well. So when you hear the name of the continent, it's like, no, we don't travel there. We don't talk about that place. We can call it Bruno
You call it Bruno.
because we don't talk about Bruno. Nickmania or Mania?
Yeah.
Eh,
I was like, I don't know how to say it.
how about, what is a term that means like I can't take copyrighted names, Fluffy, as much as I would love to. This continent is going to be not like massive.
Oh no.
I'm thinking something along, as far as size comparison, anyway. I want this land of obsidian and like treacherous mountains and volcanoes, and just overall treacherous, monstrous lands. I want it to be approximately about half the size of Australia. So, there's always the forbidden continent, right? And hello, D. I'm not opposed to that, actually. Infinitum. I can't spell today. Inhospitable. There we go. Land of volcanic fury. Deserts of glass razors. Now I want I want about 3 continents of very habitable, fertile lands that are going to be like they could have their own complete adventure in them without ever leaving the continent. Think something the size of, let's say, the United States, or just North America as a whole, or something the size of most of Europe. Or, but yeah, the entire Mediterranean and all surrounding things. Um, you're going to have multiple nations in these places. Like, the entire campaign could potentially take place in one of these nations, or one of these continents. Babe, what are your thoughts?
Mm, I do really like an Inferntium.
In front of him? I know that. I actually I put it down. I like it. Hi, Bob. So when it comes to like Lord of the Rings as an example, they've got wonderful ideas. Technically, that's all on one continent, right? You've got the nation of Rohan, you've got Gondor, you've got the Shire, you've got all of the in between lands. You've got Mordor. All of that is on one continent, right? An entire world happens on that in Middle Earth, on the continent of Middle Earth, because it's literally just a continent. You've got the great what you've got the Great Western Sea and whatnot, but like that's the degree of size for this for any one of these 3 continents. So, let's see. If you can think of a funny name, we can name one of them something funny.
Nar.
Nar?
Mm-hmm. I do
Nar.
like Nar. Naur.
Like noir?
No. Like Arnar.
Maybe an island chain.
Yes.
Maybe an island chain, not a continent. I wouldn't necessarily say a paradise of sorts, Kevin. More of like, think Middle Earth of like Lord of the Rings, right? You've got the Shire, you've got Mordor, you've got Rohan, you've got Gondor, all of these other nations, this massive area of story and lore and depth, right? All of that's on one continent. Picture something like that. Like I want this to have a very large space, something like I said, something basically akin to the size, excuse me, of say the United States on a globe, or most of Europe on a globe, where it has a little bit of everything. My creativity knows no bounds! I'm just really bad with names. I always try to stick with something with a V or a K in it. And apparently I like apostrophes. Yes. I mean, how many biomes are in just the United States alone? We have deserts, we have mountains, we have plains, we have swamps. We got a little bit of everything just in the US alone.
The crab chain.
I kind of like that, actually. I mean, yes, tundras too. We've got a little bit of everything here. The only thing we don't really have are just like icelands.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that. Maybe tweak it up a little bit. Let's see. So Disorden. How about... I mean, even just Disorden. Or... Disorden. I'm good with it. Disorden and Orthra. I like Orthra. I actually really like Orthra. So, Disorden. Large central landmass. Varied climates. The hills of what now? The hills of Nar.
Oh no.
I'm not opposed to that. The whole idea of this is to, like I said, build out the large stuff and then go small. I already have the ideas for nations and what those are and whatnot. There's definitely going to be like interior, like large lakes and stuff like that too. So plenty of opportunities for names of places. Like by the time I get down to naming people, it's going to be like pretty in depth. I'm glad you're up to speed now, Fluffy. I'm building a world, quite literally. Uninhabited, thank you, wastelands as well. So Orthra, basically going to be the same, except this is going to be the Western lands. Orthra is going to be the Western lands. I think just two main large land masses is going to be fine. Having a few other smaller ones is going to be good too. That way it's not like too deep. And these are all public notes. Thorny area? What do you mean thorny area? Could you give me some context? I appreciate you, D. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, absolutely, Kevin. This is gonna have basically. I'm gonna tie in every single bit of D&D lore there is into this world. Yeah. Potentially. I'm willing to bring it all into play. I'm actually building a one shot right now. Basically, one of the Adventurers Guilds posted notices. That's how I run my one shots. Is they exist in one of the Adventurer Guild locations, and it's just one of the job board postings. So they just go, they get the job board posted, and then they go do the thing. All right, what do we got? Okay, let's see. Make sure that we're still live here. I'm not opposed to something like this. I kind of have an idea for something like this anyway. So let's go ahead and stick down to Disordinen. Actually, let's start with Orthra. I like Orthra, so I'm going to start with Orthra. So let's do this map generator. I just saw one. So I don't need this. I just need... where was the other one? Was it this one? Yes. Okay. Yes, basically. That was kind of the plan for the one shots. Um, Generally speaking, the Adventurers Guild boards is basically kind of a mission starting point, and then the actual full like big lore of the entire world kind of just happens from there. Shockwave. Hello. I'm pl- I'm world building, man.
Whatever he wants to do.
All right, let's see. Let's do borders. Let's just kind of throw this together. Population. No. Let's show the ice. Let's show temperature. No. Okay, who is okay? What's going on up here? Vitamin D is a derp. Is that D?
Yes.
Let's see. I believe it was relief. No real mountains here. Style options. Here we go. So let's change the seat a little bit. Map name. This is going to be Orthra. High fantasy. Number of states, nation states. Let's take it down a little bit. Let's take it to 6. I did not. Configure world. Not messing with that. And who is that?
Kev. That is Kev.
Okay. Okay, I would be curious to see that. Okay, hang on. What did I miss, Kevin? Okay. Have a great night, Fluffy. Make sure you hit the like button. It really makes a difference, and I appreciate y'all. I'd be interested to see that. Let's show rivers. Let's show biomes. New map. I want more mountains.
No. Mama, take me home.
Because there's only mountains over here on this half of the continent.
I don't want a Honolulu.
I'm not opposed to this, because this is actually pretty incredible. If I use just this piece here. So it kind of just comes up with like free names on here. I don't care about that. Where are the rivers? Okay, there should be a massive river right here. There is already a river here. Okay, what is this river then? No. $2.2 miles? What is this? How do I get rid of this one? Delete. It cannot be removed. No. Edit river. There we go. Delete. Remove. Add a new river. Oh, that's remove. This is hard. There we go. All right. Edit. I don't know what I'm looking at here. No. I mean, you're not wrong, Shockwave. Edit river. No. Select element. Rivers is fine. That's a name. That's a name. Whatever. Don't know what that is. I don't know how to make this bigger. Source width. Oh, okay.
Not appropriate.
Will do, Shockwave. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay. I'm gonna call that good. Okay, so there's different regions even on this map. This is kind of interesting. I like this. I mean, I'm not going to use these names by any means, but... But I kind of like this one. How do I edit out stuff? Tools. Transform. What does that do? Cancel. Submap. No. How do I edit biomes? States. Zones. Don't know what that just did. Don't care about that. Bergs. I don't know how to cut this, so I'm gonna probably have to end up drawing something. I don't care at this point. So, moving on to, other stuff. Let's get into some of the more fun stuff, all right? So I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna create an unassigned character, and let's just make a character, because why not, right? It's fun. I don't have any of the expansions in here, so don't ask. So I am going to create the character who is going to be the leader of the entire Adventurers Guild. He's going to be a paladin of lawful neutral with a vow of neutrality. I'll come up with his name later. Milestone. I hate using encumbrance. That's fine. Alright. This is going to be a paladin, like I said. A variant Azamar, which is going to be great. He is going to be a paladin. Proficiencies. Athletics and persuasion. Actually, intimidation and persuasion. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make him level 20. Alright, fighting style. So I'm going to have him set as your basic sword and shield guy. He is a thing of legends. Spellcasting, Divine Smite, Sacred Oath. Let's see. Oath of Devotion. Yes. Alright. Ability score improvement. He's going to take a feat. He's going to take... Wow. Okay. Maybe not. He's going to take an ability score improvement. What is a spellcasting ability? So charisma. Extra attack, ability score improvement. What feats are available? That's all the feats that are available for him. I don't like that. I don't even know how to build this, so I'm just kind of doing a whatever, right? Let's see. I know charisma is important. Let's go next. We're gonna do point buy. So this guy gets this. He's gonna get this. There we go. That's not bad. Let's go next. Background. He... soldier. Athletic. So I'm going to give him perception. Actually, insight. Gaming set, dice. Suggested characteristics. Here we go. Let's see. Always polite and respectful. He's a paladin. Definitely going to be able to stare someone down. There we go. My honor is my life. Yep. That's good enough for me. He's going to be completely lawful neutral. He's comfortable. You know, on second thought, I'm gonna go with the greatsword. So I need to change something. Fighting style. Great weapon fighting. Any simple melee. You can take a hand axe. But he had a mace. I'll take an amulet. Soldier, start and equipment. Dagger, set of bone dice. And start and equipment, sure. Alright, let's take a look at this. Chainmail is heavy armor. Let's give him some stuff. Add equipment. I don't even know what kind of weapons he has here. Ring of Three Wishes. This guy's gonna be like the man, right? No. Huh. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad, actually. I don't know what I'm doing here. Ring of Jumping. I want this for Mark. Welcome back.
I've been here.
Yes, you've been muted the whole time, though. Okay, let's see. Weapon. Antimatter rifle. Laser pistol. Lots of stuff here.
I'll be right back again. I'm gonna look better.
Okay. He's a level 20 guy. I'm guessing he's been around for a while, right? Oh yeah, I've got my custom artifact weapon here. Alright. Vorpal Greatsword. That's an insta-kill ability. Dauntless. So this is the Vorpal Greatsword, right? It's a legendary item. Requires attunement. You gain +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Are you there? I don't think you're there. Oh, excuse me. Disadvantage on stealth. Because of heavy armor, probably. Why, hello. All by myself. I don't wanna be home.
I said I had to go to the bathroom.
There you are.
I said I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
You said okay, and so you're talking.
Oh, okay. I clearly was not paying attention when you said that.
Yep.
So there's a Vorpal Greatsword. It's a legendary weapon. Yes, when you attack a creature that has at least one head with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, so a natural 20, you cut off. Wow, my voice is cracking. You cut off one of the creature's heads. The creature dies if it can't survive without the lost head. A creature is immune to this effect if it is immune to slashing damage, doesn't have or need a head, has legendary actions, or the GM decides that the creature is too big for its head to be cut off with this weapon. Such a creature instead takes an extra 68 slashing damage from the hit.
But if they're immune to slashing damage.
Exactly, they take no damage.
Yeah.
So that's actually really cool. I might consider that because this guy is like, this character is meant to be the lead character for the entire Adventurers Guild. Kevin, that's rude. Holy Avenger Greatsword. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. When you hit a fiend or an undead with it, that creature takes an extra 2d10 radiant. While you hold the drawn sword, it creates an aura in a 10-foot radius around you. You and all creatures friendly to you in the aura have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. If you have 17 or more levels in the Paladin class, the radius of the aura increases to 30 feet. I'm good with that. I like it. It seems appropriate. So he's going to equip that. So this does not require attunement.
What is attunement?
So let's take the Holy Avenger Greatsword as an example, right? So assuming it actually took attunement, in this case it doesn't, but for it to take attunement, when you first equip it, all it is a 2d6 weapon. It's a greatsword.
Okay.
Once you attune to it, then you get the extra stuff. The 2d10 radiant damage and the ability for it. Does that make sense?
No, it still didn't answer the question. What is attunement?
So attunement is when you basically become accustomed to the weapon and make it your own. It is okay. You, whether that be training with it or performing certain actions to like incorporate it into your repertoire. It is your weapon. It's not just a weapon. It is your weapon.
Okay.
That is attunement. So this does not require attunement, which is kind of interesting. But it is specifically made for a paladin. I'm good with that. I guess it does have the ability to attune. Okay, so attuning increases damage from 2d6 to 2d6 plus 3 to 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
It basically, if I am correct, because it's a strength-based attack. It doesn't really specify it's a strength weapon, but inventory, equip the greatsword. It would make sense that it is. Let's see, clear that. Yeah, it is a strength bonus. So it's proficiency plus so my strength bonus of plus 3 here, it doubles that. When it's attuned, it doubles the strength bonus. Let's give him some armor, shall we? Inventory. Manage inventory. Add items. Let's give him some armor. Magical. Legendary. Looks like I have to click through these to get to the legendary stuff. There we go. Plate armor of etherealness. What is the etherealness spell? I don't know what this is. The 7th level transmutation spell. Bard cleric, so okay. The border regions of the ethereal plane in the area where it left duration or until you use your action to dismiss the spell. During this time, you can move in any direction. Move up or down. Every foot of movement costs an extra foot. You can see and hear the plane you're originating from, but everything there looks gray and you can't see anything more than 60 feet away. On the ethereal plane, you can only affect and be affected by other creatures on that plane. Creatures that aren't on the ethereal plane can't perceive you and can't interact with you unless a special ability or magic has given the ability to do so. You ignore all objects and effects that aren't on the ethereal plane. Let's see. Basically, you get to plane shift. Slightly.
Mm.
Legendary studded. Yeah, no. What is this? Armor of invulnerability. It's a heavy armor plate mail. Until the next dawn. Sure, why not? Add item. Equipment. Armor of invulnerability. Attune. Take that off. I want this guy to be a truck, essentially. He's proficient with shields. So I want to give him a really good shield, too. So he can put his sword away if he needs to and pull the shield out as a switch. So, like, he's got the Holy Avenger Greatsword. I want him to have a good shield and sword combo as well if needed. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Longsword. Sure, why not the Holy Avenger Longsword? It's specifically tailored for... I could give him a Vorpal Longsword. Nah, let's go with the Holy Avenger. Add to equipment. Alright, shield. I'm not opposed to the animated shield. That would be super useful. That's an interesting curse weapon. Animated shield will allow him to use the great sword while using it. So he's got the shield and longsword. He's got the great sword. He's got the armor of invulnerability. Let's go ahead and attune this. Does this require attuning? It does not. Find clothes. Let's into equipment. Let's get rid of the common stuff. He doesn't need that. Let's give him a cloak. You think?
Yeah.
What is this cloak of arachnidia? It's a wondrous item. Not a bad idea, but he doesn't really need that. He doesn't go out adventuring anymore. This character is like the retired level 20 paladin, but he's the person in charge of the entire adventurers guild globally. I'm also going to modify some of his stats intentionally. No, doesn't need that. I like the Cloak of Displacement. Sure, why not? Add to equipment. Equip it. Let's see. Boots. Winged boots. Let's see. Yep, let's add winged boots. Gloves. Gauntlets. Gauntlets of ogre power. No. What about glove? Gloves of swimming and climbing. Missile snaring. Yep. Boop. Like, this guy's gonna be broken. Like, that's the plan, right? Mm-hmm. Gloves, boots, greaves? All kinds of options here. So, let's see. Cloak, pauldrons? Is there a pauldron? No. Helm? What is Helm of Brilliance? No. Excuse me. So helm, what crown? No. Diadem? No. I'm surprised there's no crown in here. Teleportation. Belt. Belt of the Storm Giant. Add to equipment. And equip it. And doesn't require a tuning. But my strength is for some reason not 29. Alright, let's go change this guy's stats. So total score, just because I can. It doesn't actually show my strength bonus here because it's supposed to be like 27 right now. So override score to 27 or 29. Alright, I need to manage his spells, I think. Actually, it's kind of already all on here. Prepared spells, known spells.
I'm tired.
I mean, it's 11 something? Yeah, it's after 11, so...
Yeah, but I took a 6-hour nap.
That's not a nap. That's a long rest.
I took a long rest then. But I'm gonna head to bed, babes.
Alright, I love you.
I love you too.
Good night.
Good night.
Yes, being on mushy on stream because I don't care. So if this guy has to get into a fight, like, shit's going down. Like, I can just think of this guy, like, all up in his glorious armor and fantastic wondrousness. He has the big kite shield on his back with the massive great sword right behind it, like in a, the shield in the back that's placed over the cloak, so he can just quickly just access what he needs to. With the long sword on his belt, and just this guy just inspires everything, right? He is the leader of the entire Adventurers Guild to help people. Like, that is his whole goal, is to remain neutral, of course, because his oath of paladin, his paladin's oath is going to be an oath of neutrality. That the idea of siding with one nation or another for their benefit is abhorrent to him. His whole purpose is to save people. Without choosing a political side. And that is not easy. Remaining truly politically neutral on a global scale, that's rough. So let's build some lore, shall we? Let's go back to the campaign. The Tales of Leonin. Let's edit my campaign. Alright, public notes. So on Orthra, What is going to be this nation state? Nation, country. It's not a principality. It could be a kingdom, I suppose. Welcome home, Kevin. The freelance capital. Platinum Towers. There it is. Got it. Got a loose hair on my neck. It's bugging the piss out of me. Alright, so on Orthra, within the freelance capital of the Platinum Towers. I think this is where our adventure is going to begin. Let's pull up our character here because I have an idea. I want to name him. And his title not divine. Could be. Yes. Give me about 20 minutes to finish up the stream, and then I'll hit you up in Discord. That's fine. I'm going to be up for at least another hour. Divine Touch Auric, the Stalwart Defender. Or better yet. I like Auric. Valerian. Hence the ire of Valerian. Okay. I like that campaign. Not divine. Let's see. What's another word for neutral? Anodyne. Oh, that's right. It won't let you reopen that. I want to build him a title. Yeah, I kind of figured. Anyway. Auric Valerian. What am I going to name him? I'll just stick with that for now. So he does have disadvantage on stealth checks, but he's not making stealth checks anytime soon. Actually, I think I'm going to change that. I want to get rid of this. And I do want to give him the Vorpal Longsword. +5 on saves. When I have aura protection up. Yeah, this guy's insane. What is inspiration? That's kind of an optional rule. Okay. This is stupid. A 20 and a 19 for a 31 intimidation. Plus 15, plus 5 on a save would be. Good lord. A deck save. Ugh. Still, even a 4 is 13. Like, this is. This is just gross. Passive insight is 20. Good lord. And he's got dark vision. Look at 10 gold. Electrum. 1 gold is 100 copper. 1 gold is 10 silver. Lots of options here. This is all new to me. This guy would be a monster. I don't know why this isn't working though. I had to manually adjust it. As this gives it, sets it to 29. So without the manual, it would be 17. Actually, let's adjust that again. Go back to here. I mean, they can increase to 20 naturally. So let's just dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma's maxed. I know this is definitely a change of pace. $25. Five wondrous items. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Add items. Amulet. What does this do? Or necklace. What does Master's Amulet do? It holds a shield guardian. A amulet of health. Eh. I'm not opposed. What about necklace? Necklace of fireballs. No. Necklace of prayer beads. What is this? Cleric, druid, or paladin? Let's see. 1d4 plus 2 magic beads. Okay. Interesting. Ugh. Excuse me. That's actually a really good one. I like this. And it is specifically for a paladin, so let's equip that. Boop. Let's give him a ring. You can have 2 rings, one on each hand. Provided they have some decent rings here. Elemental command. No. That would be good to keep him alive. Yes. So let's give it one more ring. What is Ring of the Ram? Spectral. No. Radiant damage? No. Necrotic resistance? I'm good with that one. Yeah, that fits with it. Necrotic resistance. Does that require attunement? No. Oh, that makes sense. You can only attune 3 items. That's right. That makes more sense as to why the belt isn't working. If I equip that, yeah. That makes more sense. Let's go to attunement again. So all of these require attunement. Okay. Well, poop, I understand why. Extras. Manage extras. Boon. Where are the boons? How do I add a boon? Let's see. Let's go to the last page of this. This is back in 19 still. Alright, so boons aren't available right now. Because one of the actual like boons for epic boons, you have, where is it? Maybe not, but one of the things for bonus things after level 20 is you can add extra feats, you can add extra attunement slots and stuff like that. So I'm going to assume that this guy's done that. So with that in mind, I'm going to go to his inventory here. I'm going to just modify this to make it 29. And I'll figure out how to do those later. Extra attunement slots. So there's a lot of things here, right? More attunement slots. Artificers can get up to 6. It's not available on the base character sheet, and D&D Beyond doesn't really have that capability, right? This guy's basically a fucking god. So, anyway, that's really all I have time for tonight on the stream. It's been 2 hours. It's about time for me to get to bed here soon. So I appreciate you all kind of hanging out with me, working with me on my campaign, saving some stuff, and all of the things, right? Like, I really appreciate it. So, quick rundown once again. If you look in the description below, there are links for the Trevor Project. So be sure to check that out. If you've enjoyed my content, give a like, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I stream every Wednesday night and Sunday night, and I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you all on the next one.